Still new 93.7 The Beat, H-Town's real hip-hop and throwback Saturday afternoon. Yours truly, Memphis10 on your radio. Man, Saturday sit-down got a good one right now. I hadn't had one in a few weeks. Succeed in the building.
Hey, what's going on with you, Memphis?
The fly guy, I got to get it right, the fly guy.
Yeah, a.k.a. Fly Guy. You know, play hard, live young.
And you spell
P-H-L-Y.
fly P-H-L-Y.
Yeah.
Okay.
Play hard, live young.
All right.
Know?
Got you in the studio, man. Welcome to 93.7 The Beat. My Saturday sit-down, man, we get real deep.
Okay.
I'm going to get off in your business.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you how much you pay for that chain. Nah, I ain't going to get in the bit. Chuck, what happened, homie?
What's going down? What's happening?
Everything good?
Oh,
STL?
yeah, most definitely.
Okay.
STL St. Charles, stand up.
Okay.
It is what it is.
All right, Succeed, man. For those who are watching on 937thebeathouston.com, on YouTube, on any of the channels, social media, Facebook Live, tell everybody who you are.
Hey, man. Arkansas's finest.
Okay.
Succeed.
Fort Smith.
Yeah.
Okay.
A.k.a. Fly Guy.
Okay.
You know, I've been around a few places, but yeah, that's where I represent from. I live in Vegas now.
Okay, I was gonna say, I'm gonna take it back to Arkansas. For those, I don't know how old you are, but my era, anytime we think of Arkansas, we think of Banging in Little Rock. I think that might be one of the first reality joints that shook up the world for real.
Man,
right? You remember that?
Man,
Yeah,
I'm
for
37. So
Okay, so you right there with me.
yeah,
All right.
Yeah.
Fort Smith, was it? A lot of people think of military. Or was that Texas, Fort Smith?
No, Fort Chaffee. You're actually right.
Okay.
Yeah, it's military base.
Was it gangland? Was it tough growing up in Arkansas? Cause we got Bill Clinton from Arkansas.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I mean, y'all ain't got no real killers.
president.
Gangster.
St. Louis got the killers, right, Chuck?
Yep,
Yeah,
gangster.
and St. Louis is about 3.5 hours, about 4.5
Yeah.
hours up the way.
Yes, sir.
So,
What is it
yeah.
like coming from Fort Smith? And you in Vegas now, but what is it like coming from Fort Smith?
It was. I ain't gonna lie. Like I was raised there, so like I've been in the city for about 17 years now.
Okay.
And everything that I was raised with from my OGs growing up, it got me through streets in New York,
Wow.
Texas.
Okay.
You know, real respected everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. Keep it real and everything. Like really raised me right. So yeah, it was cool growing up. It was laid back.
Yeah.
But you know, when you in the South,
Yeah.
you find stuff to get into.
Before you became the fly guy, what did the fly guy have dreams of doing? Were you hooping? What were you doing before this rap game?
That, but I always been a center of attention type dude.
Okay.
Like I played ball. I'm pretty good at basketball,
Okay.
baseball, but like I got into being the fly guy when I was about in the 6th grade. Like
Wow.
it never changed. Like I've always been this dude. Never bought Valentine's chocolates for no female. They was at the door. Yeah, 6th grade.
And now you know this on
Yeah.
video. Somebody gonna hit the
Man,
comment, but like he bought mine. Yeah.
I wish.
Yeah.
I want to know who she is. I've been waiting on her my whole life.
All right, 6th grade, you picked up the mic, right?
Yeah, honestly, yeah. I was about 11, 12 years old.
What
yeah.
was you rapping about then, if you can remember?
I remember one song I actually did, and that's wild because I ain't gonna sing a lot of it, but it was called Black Book.
You must knew I was gonna ask you to go ahead and give me some.
It's just that's one of
Give
the
me the
songs.
6th grade fly guy
No.
right now.
It was a song. You remember, like back in the day, I'm a little bit older, so. Back in the day, you kept a black book. You
Okay.
had a girlfriend, and
Yeah.
that was your little list.
Your little black book.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I had a
buddy.
song. It was like, "You're just another number in my black book. Why would you think this would ever change?
Yeah.
And you're just a number, just a name." And yeah, like that really.
Bring
yeah.
that back. You gotta put that to the track. Bring that on now.
Like for real, for real though.
Yeah.
You really want to hear it?
Nah, you
I
can.
was just finna say,
You know what? We'll put it on the blog. We'll put it on the blog.
Like, yeah,
and we'll
yeah.
put it out
Rewind
on a
it,
Throwback
rewind it.
Thursday,
Yeah.
Flashback Friday type
There's some
deal.
girls that was in that black book, they know, back then.
How you get in connection with Chuck here? How this happen? What's this?
Good people. I met a cool female, Brooke Bernstein. She
Okay.
out here.
Yeah.
And she pretty much worked with a lot of artists.
Yeah.
And we met over social media. Me live Facebook. I'm
Yeah.
live right now.
Okay.
I always go. So
Yeah.
yeah, she seen me and was just like asked me if I had anything going in Houston.
Yeah.
And I didn't.
Okay.
And she introduced me to Chuck, and yeah, we took it from a few conversations, took it from there, and man, we here right now.
I'm gonna get right back to you, Chuck. We got to talk about who you are then.
Oh, man.
You look like the plug in here then.
Man,
Suge Knight looking on now. What's up, Chuck?
hey, but you know what, though? I had to cut my beard down.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because I was looking like Suge Knight up in here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I had to shave it down. So now I'm kind of little baby Suge, but don't worry. That big boy coming back, though.
See, when I do my interviews, I have no idea where he's going to go, but you just started talking about the beard, right?
Uh-huh.
So I started growing my beard, get a good close-up on that beard, right? Beard gang, right? Now, I just started growing mine this year, but on the way over here to the radio station this morning, I said, man, everybody got a beard.
Right.
Everybody got a beard now.
Right.
Mine is gone in 2 weeks. It's gone. I ain't going to the new year with a beard.
It's November
I'm about to be like the fly guy, baby face over here. That's how I'm going to do it.
We keep it
Yeah.
short.
So what's your story? What do you do?
Man, what I do is pretty much like bringing back the artist development type situation.
Yeah, those days are gone.
Yeah, you know, what I pretty much do with my ear-catching artist services, man, I pretty much help independent artists, man, get their stuff together so they can get right here, get radio play, and actually get, get credit for it. So I get royalties and stuff like that. So a little bit of everything, man.
Here's a question for you then.
Okay.
What do you think a lot of these artists' problems are? Because I can tell you from being a radio personality, how come a lot of songs don't get played? I can give you that answer all day long.
Yeah,
but
me too.
what are artists missing now?
The business aspect of it.
Yeah.
The business aspect. A lot of artists don't understand the business aspect of it.
Okay.
And like yourself, I'm sure, and me with being internet radio myself, I'm sure you get that same thing, man. Play my music, play this, but they don't understand the logistics and they don't understand the proper way of doing it. Everybody just think they just make a song, they want to run to the radio, but they don't understand that there's a many steps in between that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of cats don't know what an ISRC code is. A lot of people don't know what BDS is. A lot of people don't know what BMI ASCAP sound. None of that. And maybe I'm giving away too much now. But
then you're gonna be out of a job. But check this out. I want y'all to you can pause this part of the YouTube and click on the tab next to it, and then rewind to what he just said and Google all of those because he just dropped some jewelry, right?
Yeah, man. I mean, a lot of cats don't understand. They don't know that.
Yeah.
And when, because I moved here from St. Louis as a rapper myself.
Wow.
And so when I got here and, my tail got tucked a little bit, but that's a whole nother story.
H-Town was real.
Yeah. But, then I started realizing that, hey, it's cats out here who out here moving, but they not moving.
Man.
So I was like, what can I do to kind of give my input, my thoughts, and my dedication to what I put in?
Yeah.
So I started dealing with the artists.
What you just said is what birthed the name of my Saturday sit down, which y'all watching right now. It's called Patiently Waiting. There's artists out here that are actually moving, but ain't really moving. I call it patiently waiting. They out there doing their thing without these lights, without this radio airplay.
Right.
And they actually in their own corner, in their own world, making things happen, making a career out of it. So we got to connect on that. All right?
Yeah, most definitely.
Succeed.
Yes, sir.
Black guy.
Yes, sir.
Vegas?
Yeah.
Sin City.
Yeah.
Can you tell us some stories?
Man, I've actually been everywhere. Like Vegas was just a spot when I got there. It was like, all right, this is my speed.
Why Vegas? How was you a visit and you just? How did that happen?
Yeah. Well, I mean, my first tour was 2006.
Okay.
The Hip Hop Is Dead tour with Nas.
Yeah.
So we had did a show over there, and I had been a few times before, but it was just like. The times I went,
how'd you get on that? How'd you get connected with Nas?
I actually went to New York, man. I always knew, like, being from Arkansas.
Yeah.
And I always tell cats, it's not like if you're an up and coming artist from Houston, or you're an up and coming artist from LA. You had they always have somebody that's like there, that's like, all right, that's the OG. He did it before me.
Okay.
Arkansas ain't got nobody like that.
Nah.
So I always knew if I was gonna make Arkansas a part of hip hop and put it on the map, I had to go out and then let people know it was music.
That's interesting
Arkansas.
what you just said though, because every area got their local guy, what I mean, or somebody who's come out of there. And I know we started off. I said Bill Clinton, we said Banging a Little Rock. Jermaine Taylor, the boxer, that's Arkansas. I don't know what part, but
Lil JJ.
The comedian, that's Arkansas.
Little Rock.
Where he at now?
Yes,
I need to. JJ, that's up. So you next to come out of Arkansas, you should be considered, as far as artists, one of the first to come out of Arkansas.
Yeah, I'm that guy.
Yeah.
I'm not ashamed to say it. It's a lot of things I try to tell my cats that like want to do music. I'm like, y'all want to do this, but like you say, y'all just put a beat together, put a song to it, and now you're a rapper. It's like, it's steps.
As an artist, what makes these other artists, and I'm talking about the ones from where you grew up at, and those who are watching from where y'all growing up at now, how come some of these artists won't go outside their own neighborhood? Why? Like you said, you got up and went to New York.
Man, that's comfort zone.
Yeah.
Like, and I won't even say comfort zone, really.
Yeah.
Like the fear of like, of not being. Like, like when you from like where I was from, I remember this. Before I left, I remember saying, I gotta meet these cats. I gotta meet like Wayne. I gotta meet T.I. I gotta meet all these cats that's on.
Right.
But then the next thing I was like, they meet regular cats all the time.
Oh,
so there's no way I gotta be different. It's gotta be something that's gonna make them pay attention. And I figured like I gotta get my money right.
Okay.
So like that's what I did.
Okay.
And when I did,
that's a strong adjective.
Yeah, I
that's
mean,
what
like,
I do. What did you do to get your money? I know somebody watching like, nah, what do you
do?
What do you do?
Like, yeah, you know.
How much weight you move?
None.
Okay.
None.
Okay.
I've always been cool with the ladies.
My man.
So like, yeah, I mean, I'm just saying.
We're gonna talk off the air, because I need to get your weight. I get my weight up, dog.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But yeah, I actually went out of town with one and met a cool cat.
Okay.
That's actually like close friends with Nas's brother Jungle.
Okay.
And we just ended up meeting, and you know how you meet cats, and oh man, I know this cat, I know this cat, and he was like, yo, I'm gonna introduce you to Nas. All right.
You didn't believe it.
And man, it was just one day I actually met this Puerto Rican girl. Never met a girl in New York that was Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
She was vibing with me.
Yeah.
I go over to Queensbridge.
Okay.
See the Maybach in the project.
Okay.
What was this?
Yes.
Pull up, it's Nas.
Wow.
And but I'd never met a Puerto Rican girl. So like I come up and I'm like, hey, you know, it's a pleasure. #1 fan. I never thought I'd meet you, but I never thought I'd meet a Puerto Rican girl from New York either. And I did.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna holler at you in a little bit if I can. I respect you. And
he was on that.
He just thought that was he actually got the number and called me like 20, 30 minutes later.
Wow.
It was just like, oh yeah, Jungle called me actually.
Okay.
I was like, yo, tell little cat from Arkansas I want him to come up to my session. Him and Paul Wall was having a session.
Yeah.
So went up to the session and he heard me rap and he was just like, man, I don't know how you got here from Arkansas, but you here.
Yeah.
Like, if you ain't doing nothing for the next few months, finna go on the Hip Hop Is Dead tour.
Wow.
What you feel like doing? Gassing up and following you.
Wow.
And
you remember how many cities or how was that ride? How was that?
Oh man, it was over 30. Yeah, it was over 30, and then I think he had a few shows overseas.
Yeah.
But it was a tour. Like that was the first time I ever got to really sit down and watch a professional work. You know, a lot of people see like artists on stage and they just think, they just turning up and it's all strategic. They planned out where their steps were, how they was gonna move, all of that.
I try to tell people all the time, it looks like I come in here, when I do the morning show, I come in here on my Saturday and I walk in and I turn it up the radio and I hit the mic and I just start talking. Mm-hmm. It ain't even close. No. If you knew the work, I mean, y'all here now, we ain't gonna give away the secrets, but
that's not what they supposed to see. You never see the practice, but you see the performance.
Exactly. And if you can make it look like it's so easy, if I make it sound like it's so easy, I'm doing my job.
Right.
Because I'm entertaining.
Yeah.
Chuck, kind of artists you've worked with, man, and give me an experience.
Couple artists I work with, man. Far as being here in Houston, man, I done kind of worked with a little of everybody, it seems like. Shots out, man, free my dude, Snow Doe.
Yeah.
That's one of them. Also, Hallelujah, free Hallelujah as well.
All your artists locked up, bro.
Man, I ain't got nothing to do with that, man. You know, it ain't got nothing
to do. You work with
do.
Chuck, he gonna be talking about free you in a minute.
No, I ain't got nothing to do with that, man.
Yeah.
You know, and a lot of independent artists like Jay Haynes that's here as well, and man, it's so many of them, so many independent artists. Yellow Boy, Young Surge, Fat Boy Deezy. Man, I can just keep going and going.
I'm gonna give you an endorsement right now. Y'all need to hook up with Chuck because Chuck up here at the radio station.
Yeah.
So
allstarchuck.com, man. If y'all wanna find out more what I got going, definitely allstarchuck.com.
All right, Fly Guy. High-end designer music.
Two.
Yeah,
I gave you one.
Okay.
But yeah, two is what the single is off of.
Yeah.
So yeah, got a few features on it. You know, I mess with Jet Life. Shout out to Currency. So yeah, the whole Jet Life family. So I got BG son TY on it. He really been pushing real hard, getting his music out there.
Is it good? Is it that?
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
The boy is talented.
Yeah.
The boy has a lot of talent.
Okay.
And he ain't even touched the surface of his talent yet. But he hungry. And yeah, you know, sometimes the fruit don't fall.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
He split an image of it.
You grew up a Cash Money fan?
Yeah, actually I did. It's crazy. One of the first shows I ever went to, I remember they had a show when it was the Hot Boys.
Yeah.
And it was all Turk, Juvie,
all of them.
Wayne, all of them.
Yeah.
And I remember like they promoted the show.
Okay.
And whoever the promoters was did a terrible job. But I remember it was on the radio.
Okay.
It was on the radio, and they promoted it. I remember showing up, and it was like 50 people there.
Oh wow!
And it was when it was the Hot Boys,
yeah.
And I never forget they was jumping back on the bus, and I remember just being like, "Yo," I was like, "Wayne, y'all is hot, man. I don't know what's wrong with these idiots around my town."
Yeah.
And they was just like, "Man, we respect that."
Yeah.
And at the time, I thought they was big as ever,
Yeah.
but now that I know, that really affected them because they respected that.
Who did you grow up? Who were your influences?
Oh man, Biggie.
Yeah.
Like I had a older partner that he was stuck on the East Coast, like Helter Skelter, Mobb Deep.
Okay, real
Biggie,
East Coast.
Yeah. Like he kept me, Wu-Tang. He kept me in the mix, but then he always doubled back to E40.
Okay.
Just to get my game up,
Take you back out
DJ
west.
Quick,
Yeah, take
to
you back
make
west.
sure I was in the hood.
Okay.
Yeah, so like I said, I'm 37, so I hate to say it like this, but I really grew up on real music.
Wow.
Like when hip hop was real hip hop.
I'm gonna come back to you and ask you about where hip hop is now. Chuck, who would you like to work with? No, you know what? Don't answer because I'm gonna let people reach out to you. I'm gonna let people reach out to you. My question to you is, those that do reach out, how much of the business aspect do they already got to know?
Man, it's all, most people, man, when they come to me, they only know out of 100%, maybe 20. And
social media then. Let me ask you about how important is social media?
Social media is very important.
Okay.
I mean, it's, we're in a digital era now.
Yeah.
So you have to be able to know how to maneuver through the social media. And I was telling my man right here, hashtags.
Yeah.
Hashtags is the biggest thing.
Yeah.
If you learn how to, just like a running back learning plays.
Yeah.
And when you're in the Little League, learning how to hit holes.
Okay.
If you learn how to use those hashtags, you'll be amazed.
Yeah.
I started doing it and I looked up, and there's people from all over be hitting me up, so.
Is it important or is it good to be controversial, to be political, to be outspoken?
I mean, honestly, it all depends on what exactly they're trying to do, what type of brand they're pushing.
Okay.
If they're, you got some people who kind of just in one aspect and they don't want to deal with that. It just all depends what type of artist they are. If they really want to be active and what's going on, so.
All right, we watch, let's say we put in Training Day right now. Classic movie, Denzel. Mm-hmm. We know Denzel acting. He's straight up that he's a G in that movie.
Right.
Right? Everybody can agree, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Denzel's a G in that movie. We know he got a wife at home. We know he a Christian man. We know he's a good-hearted person. We know he acting, right? Mm-hmm. How important is it for artists to be true to themselves versus part of the act? Because we watch a movie, we love Denzel. We don't say he's fronting, right? But if the Fly Guy get on here right now and say, I got bodies and blah, 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 if I'm from the hood, he better be telling the truth, because when he come now, I'm
going to test him on it.
Yeah.
I mean,
so how important is that to be true to your character in the music business versus entertainment? In your opinion?
You, in my opinion, you have to be true to yourself and really understand this industry and understand, like something Fat Joe said years ago, that you got to be true to yourself, but this is entertainment as well. Yeah. You know, so it's kind of like a thin line type situations. Like you said, you know, people's out here ready to try you. You talking about you got 30 bodies and you up and choppers up. Yeah. And guess what? You go somewhere in them hoods, somebody going, you know, there's always going to be that one person that's going to be like,
I was going to say in the hood too, but not really just in the hood. Like what you portray is what you attract. Okay. So, I mean, if I'm sitting out here and I'm, succeed, kill them all off as I'm smoking and I don't smoke weed and I ain't killed nobody. Right. What is gonna come to my show? They can weed smokers and killers.
Can they? And they'll be able to tell he ain't no killer.
And then that's where the issue's gonna be. So
yeah, exactly.
So it can't be a part of the entertainment though, or no? Or is it that's acting and this music? It's two different things. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it just kind of something. Also is man. I kind of talked about a time ago. Yeah, I mean, definition of hip hop is about telling our story, where we're coming from, expressing where you're coming from, you know. But we're talking about hip hop starting in the 70s and 80s, you know what I'm saying, coming until now, you know what I'm saying, because I grew up in the era where, you know, where West Coast reigned everything, you know, MC8, you know, DJ Quick, Easy E, all of that, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, so it was like they gave us their reality. Yeah. So with that being said, it's like, you know, hip-hop comes from giving a reality. We're like, you know, the reporters giving the world how we see our situation. Very true. Yeah.
I don't know if it's still like that.
Succeed. We're talking about, you came from the era when it was real music. We went through party rap. We went through the bling bling era. We went through the gangster era. Now we are literally in the mumble rap, right?
Yeah. I mean,
you 37,
and
you're
this is one thing. Yeah, Nat, I'm glad you brought this up because this is one thing. Shout out to my boy Marcelo, Jet Life. Okay. Yeah, he and that's the OG. Okay. Like, and he really take that serious. And we was talking, and he said you can't really fault. Like, we was actually talking about Lil Yachty. We was having a conversation about Lil Yachty because everybody talk about him. Yeah. And one of the things was he don't know any songs that Biggie or Tupac made. He said he couldn't quote you a line from any one of their records.
You felt disrespected, didn't you?
I did. And then, but when me and Cello talked about it, he was like, but you don't know who his OGs is. If he's like, your OG set you down and let you listen to Biggie. Yeah. They told you if you want to be an artist, these are the artists you need to listen to. Okay. And other artists, like my OGs put me down with Sugar Hill Gang. I wasn't around when that album came out, but I know that album. Okay. Like, and that's because I was taught. So I try to tell everybody now, and that's what we talk about. You can't get mad at any of these youngsters for how they portray hip hop. Because if you were sitting around them, not giving them the game, and they were so passionate about it that they still wanted it and they got it, you can't be mad at them for how they got it. They got it how they got it and they got their fan base.
Would you agree that the art of storytelling is gone?
Gone.
Will it come back? Because you got artists like Cole.
And you got artists like Succeed. Like, it's just to be honest, yes, very much so. Very much so.
Hip hop's so competitive, you know you're gonna say his name.
Yeah, right? But I'm a storyteller. You'll hear that in my music. Like, I like that.
We're gonna get to your music. Check this out. Compare the hip hop industry, the growth of hip hop, to the car industry, right? If I gave you a 1912 Ford T4, whatever the first car was, you would look at me now like Model T, yeah. You know I skip history, but you know it's all good, right? You'll look at me like, it's cool, homie, it's classic. I'm gonna put it in the garage and post it on Instagram, but I ain't driving that thing because I want this Ferrari. That's 2017, right? These rappers, they hear Sugar Hill Gang, they go, that's cool. I put it in there because I say I'm a rapper, but I ain't finna try to rap like that. I'm gonna hey in my song, right?
Yeah, and it's like I say this, you don't like originality, substance. Okay. That's really nowhere in anybody's understanding. It ain't about that no more. Like the whole, you got to understand that the industry is changed. Yeah. It is changed. Yeah. So like, don't nobody really care about, all right, it's like, oh, Future's hot? Future's hot? I can rap just like Future.
Yeah.
All right, then let me make an album just like Future.
Yeah, that's what they do.
And back when
they send it to me, I'm not going to listen to it, because I can listen to Future.
And exactly, but
also that comes
the
from
ages of 17 to 22.
Yeah.
Oh, it sounds just like Future. Bump this.
Yeah.
But also, too, though, you got to look at it, you can't blame them like that because, I'm not going to do a Kanye rant, but but you got to think, though, certain, we'll just say outlets, provide that.
Okay.
And just if a young artist coming up and the opportunities available, look at the digital age now, you can set up a studio in your car.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, therefore, if this is what's being played and you saying, wow, as an independent artist, you saying, I can kind of sound like that and make moves, so that's what you're going to do. And I think, and my opinion on it doesn't reflect anybody's or 937 The Beat, thing right there. But my opinion is that a lot of these kids, going back to what we was talking about understanding what's going on, a lot of these kids want to be what they hear. And with the technology, with the recording situation and everything now, the digital age is giving these artists, these young artists that's coming up, the opportunity to do that. And they feel like, hey, if I hear that and that's what's playing right now, guess what? I'm going to do it. That's why you got all these cats, and no disrespect to my people out of Atlanta, but everybody sounds like them. No. But you hear that, like, I don't listen to that in my car.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, in my deck right now, I got some old school James Brown right now. That's what I'm jamming.
Okay.
But if I'm in the club and I hear that, no.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, yeah. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, I don't knock that. It just, I embrace it. I may not listen to it, and in my situation and what I do, I embrace it all. But it's like, it's part of hip hop, like you said. Like, if nobody sits down with them and tell them the original thing, it's all good, All
right, Succeed. You're a storyteller.
Yes.
You're OG in the game.
Sir.
You freestyle?
Yeah, I do.
Saturday, sit down with Memphis10. You don't freestyle.
Big day. We can do that.
I want to ask you what kind of stuff that you rap about, but I'm just going to let you freestyle and let the audience hear you. All right?
Okay, yeah.
I'm going to drop a beat right now. Saturday, sit down, patiently wait, Memphis10. Classic stuff. T.I., he said ATL.
Oh.
We're going to go with it. 16 in the building.
Yeah.
Memphis10. 93.7 The Beat. Patiently waiting. 16, let's go.
Yo. Yeah, just so y'all understand it, we're going to kick it off like it is. Arkansas in the building. Yeah, shout out. Fly guy. So, yeah, the business that I handle it on a daily. And if that chick around me, she definitely about to pay me. And that's the way I feel, so now check it lately. Half of these girls been screaming out I'm crazy. Yeah, I is, but my biz is something that I be getting. Top back roof gone, twisting up my Spanish. If they ain't 26s in the truck, they about to fit it. And if she gon' mess with me, then you know that she go and get it.
Hey!
Rest. Tinting my windows, I'm off of that. Yeah, rolled up and choked, feeling it off the sacks. Let me calm down when I shop the sacks.
Okay.
Let me calm down, all I pop is tax.
Hey.
I'm in it how I got it, Gucci, Fendi, and Prada. It's all about some fly stuff, though, and I get a lot of. And if they tell me it's about change, I'll tell them what that is when I slide things.
Hey.
Do my thing how I meant to, yeah. It's bad females that I'm into, yeah. So let me go and let's continue. So if you understand what I laid out on the menu, it's all getting eaten, they all getting beaten, and that's the way I feel. This is thought season. So if you really want it, understand me when I go. Yeah, it's all about this money. I'ma lead on that one, yo.
Yo, this Black Guy.
And really off the top though, yeah, we didn't write that last week because we knew we was coming into the stage.
You know I'm gonna give you the beat.
Really off the top,
okay.
Yeah.
Tell everybody your social media, man.
Yo, it's Succeed_Fly Guy. Yeah, that is PHLYGUY. That's my Facebook, my Snap, my Instagram. I'm on it constantly. If you want to see me moving, I'm everywhere. So, like, yeah, you can look me up online. Any ladies who want to see images of me, just put Succeed Fly Guy in the Google.
Amazing.
Click images. And yeah, you can screenshot them, keep them for yourself. Just make sure your man don't see them.
Yeah.
But yeah, or just look up Succeed America's Gentleman under Google, you'll find me.
I'm jealous, man. It's thinking like you make it sound so amazing. Y'all can look me up too, but you gonna see my wife and kid on there. So just screenshot that. You know what I'm saying?
He said screenshot that.
Doc, I appreciate you stopping through. Chuck, give me your social media, or give us your social media.
Yeah, definitely what it is, boy, All-Star Chuck. You can hit me up on Facebook at Chuck's Corner. You know what I'm saying? Then also you can hit me up on IG at All-Star636, I believe. I always get it mixed up as All-Star636. And then Twitter at CT636Music. And also, once again, you check me out, allstarchuck.com.
Oh, yeah. And if y'all need to understand, you should understand, High-End Designer Music 1 has been out. It's been out for about 6 months now. High-End Designer 2 dropping soon. Y'all give me a little bit. It will be before the new year. But, yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on. Foreign Affairs, that's another one that'll be dropping like January 15th. So, yeah, we active, we at it. Shout out PGS, Fly Guy, Flat Only. Y'all know the hashtag. So, yeah, get at your boy.
Already, Memphis10, 93.7 to be patiently waiting. Saturday, sit down. We out of here.